Committee of Regions is currently particularly involved in the subject of migrants, as they are currently proceeded in our institution 5 opinions related to this topic. One of them is opinion of Mr. Karl van den Leeuwen. And I have the honor to prepare on the behalf of the Commission of Region opinion on the European Commission directive on legal migration. I have to admit that the issue of the directive and opinion is not directly related to issues of migration, but in my opinion, it can be valuable knowledge during today's discussion to have a little bit information about this directive and this opinion. So we have to have it in mind that if you want to decrease the inflow of migrants by the illegal channels, we have to develop legal channels, so make legal channels much more efficient. On the other hand, we have to remember that we participate in the global economic competition, so and this competition covers brain competition as well. So to have European economy the most competitive and innovative in the world, we still need the highly skilled and highly talented people, especially in these professions. We have visible shortages in our cities, in our regions, in our countries. So it seems to be reasonable that we should feed this demand of highly skilled people, firstly with the people who are already here. And I don't have to add that employment it is one of the crucial factors in the process of integration. So my opinion, coming back to my opinion concerns the revision of directive of 2009 of blue card to be granted to highly qualified workers from third countries. The idea of blue card has been developed in conjunction with the results of analysis of EU labor market and demographic structure of our community. Due to increasing demand for highly skilled workers that could positively influence the development of innovation, European Commission developed a model to encourage potential candidates who meet the conditions specified in the directive to work in the European Union. The first attempt to introduce the blue card, as I mentioned, it was launched in 2009, has not brought desired effect, mainly due to the high thresholds of minimum wages, as well as a number of restrictions, in fact closing access to our labor market for those who are already within the EU, as well as seasonal workers or foreign students with the greatest potential. It turned out that national schemes operating in the most developed European countries are still preferred by employers and employees from third countries. So after taking up the position of a chairman of the European Commission, but Jean-Claude Juncker, he pointed to the wrong selection of a system of incentives, primarily in a form of simplified regulation, in order the preparation of the amended directive corresponding to current situation. The proposal of the new directive introduces a number of changes that are intended to affect positively not only on the saturation of a European labor market with people of high skills, but also to prevent the deepening of the illegal immigration phenomenon today, especially concerning our societies. And one of the novelties proposed in the directive is to change the high qualifications to high skills. The concept of previously used limited blue card only to the people with a higher education, and now it has been extended to candidates who with the appropriate work experience in the profession, whose potential is just as valuable. In addition, European Commission proposed change of the thresholds of minimum wages with the minimum 1.5 average national of the host state to the range from 1.0 to 1.4, and within professions suffering from lack of personnel, even to 0.8 the average national of the host state. Another crucial change that introduces proposal new directive is to extend the use of blue card to persons residing in the UK covered by international aid. As a result, asylum seekers with highest skills will get the chance to work in accordance with their qualifications. This is an extremely important element in the context of integration. So people working of course, in their natural professional environment quickly adapt to new realities and have no sense of exclusion. In terms of simplification, most important change is the record then that person who received the blue card does not need to apply for an additional authorization to work in the country issuing it. Ladies and gentlemen, due to the fact that the task of the Committee of Regions is to represent the interest and point of view of local and regional authorities working on the opinion concerning about the directive, I have paid particular attention to the important role of these authorities and communities in the implementation of objectives of directive. It is at local and regional level best identified the specifics of the labor market, the current shortages and the conditions most affecting the development of the area. Finally, local community group and organizations are best addressed on demands of the integration of newly arrived residents, helping in finding a new place and everyday support in current efforts. Most of the institutions that support matters related to the Czech education, social assistance are also the responsibility of the local and regional authorities. Therefore, we see as a Committee of Regions that the European scope of the implementation of Blue Card, as well as any other tools for migrants from third countries, begins with the involvement of the local and regional authorities and communes. Migrants with a permanent employment are included in the daily life of local community. They share the same experience and have a daily opportunity to exchange experiences, so they know better, but also to be better known by new environment. So, in conclusion, undoubtedly, the development of transparent and simplified procedures of employment for the immigrant population is one of the most important steps towards integration Thank you very much once again for the invitation and for attention. Thank you, Chair.